Commence primary ignition.
Hey, this is Marty Matulis. I play Vane on The Mandalorian, and you're watching the Virtual Cantina Network.
Hey everybody, we're live in Doritos tonight.
Flaming hot Doritos flying around.
Spooky Doritos.
We got flaming hot Doritos, we got nacho cheese, we got Cool Ranch. We decide who's who tonight. Welcome to spooky season, the season of the witch, as you will, here on the Virtual Cantina Network. I'm Spencer. Riding Chewy tonight is Jefe. How are you, sir?
Dandy, got a new hat.
Nice. I like that hat.
Orange underbill.
Did both you and Mike get that hat?
Huh?
Did both you and Mike get that hat?
I think he has a very similar version of this hat.
There's a very similar one on Prime Day.
Oh, wow. I didn't get anything on Prime Day, actually. This I purchased at LA Comic Con at a booth doing a little con purchase. I actually spent way more money at LA Comic Con than I tend to with this. And I bought Old Man Logan leather jacket.
Ooh.
Which I'll probably wear to Japan, but I won't wear it much around here because it's too warm in Southern California for the most part.
And we got Dave here. Dave, how are you, sir?
Hello there.
So I lucked out and did not spend a lot on the floor at ICC Con. A lot less than I had anticipated, which I'm very happy about.
Cool.
I really didn't buy very much merch. I really did. I didn't buy any toys. I bought the Convor plushie and the koozie from Greetings from Lethal. And a couple of ICC Con.
Sorry.
But I did not buy any toys or anything of that nature. Dave, did you buy any?
I did not buy any toys largely because I had packed my all things full to get back home because I flew in. Had I driven to Knoxville or Nashville, it might have been ugly.
Right.
But no, I flew and I was completely full because I had my personal item was the Wedge helmet that I had signed by Dennis Lawson.
That was nice.
It was very large signature. It was big, bold, and takes up a whole half of the helmet.
Yeah.
But yeah, all I think I bought was autographs. Is I brought all the figures and things that I was getting signed with me. So, yeah, I think that was pretty much it.
But it was definitely a good time. It was good to see the family and.
The pin chase, Troy. How many pins did you end up with?
Oops.
I think I only ended up with one.
Our pin?
Yeah.
So you guys are tracking down swag at the con?
Well, we were part of a patch and a pin chase.
Yeah.
If you wanted the pin, you actually had to become a subscriber to the VCN. So we got 50 new subscribers. So thank you everybody who joined us at ICC Con. But I want to give props to everybody who was involved and was at Boonty Eve Nashville. I thought it was a very successful event. Everybody seemed to have fun. Some luminaries there. Dave, we had a good amount of the guests just show up to the event.
Okay, you're sitting there working the table, and I'm assisting Lauren Vogt, I'm her autography person. So, and freaking Tim Zahn walked in the door.
Nice.
Hello. I mean, and other people too is people that are slightly more we're used to is it's but still amazing to see Chris Bartlett singing karaoke at our event. Amy Allen recreating the makeup application photo
It's like with their arm up
with Lauren. Oh yeah, I mean, and then Michonne in as well.
And we had the Kenner guys. All the Kenner designers decided to come as well.
The Kenner guys entirely because I was kind of like back behind the chairs where we were.
Right.
So I missed the Kenner guys coming in.
But very
That's
good.
Probably what I would have geeked out over the most was the Kenner guys, I think.
Yeah.
Just from
But definitely all of us geeked out over Tim Zahn. That was huge. But thank you. The DJ was incredible for this event. We had a great team, so thank you very much. It was a great time in Nashville. Troy, it was wonderful to spend some time with you. Quite a bit of time. A great contingent of the VCN family. So I want to thank you all for being there. And it looked like you had a nice turnout over in LA too, there, Jeff.
It was a little lighter than I was hoping. I had just seen Leilani at her panel on Asian creators, which was pretty cool. They were talking about, different aspects of, things that are very much Asian centric, and said hi to her at the end and was like, I'll see you downstairs. And then she's like, okay. And then I think she went back to her booth because she had stuff to do and missed the meetup, but I got to see her for a second. Took a photo of her and the other people on the panel for her, and went down and hung out for a few with another handful of people. So it was nice to have some people show up, but it would have been nicer to have more people show up maybe next time.
But definitely, it was nice to hit both coasts. We're coming up on the last 2 meetups of the year. First and foremost, we are going to be in 2 weeks. We are going to be at New York Comic-Con on Friday 18th. And Moynihan, not related to Bobby Food Hall.
Should be though.
I know. Should be Jedi Bob Food Hall. Being run by Liberty and MVO. So hope you guys can join us over there. And then first weekend of November, we are going to be at our final and one of our biggest meetups of the year at Rhode Island Comic-Con, hosted by Dave. I didn't even look at the camera, and I was waiting for that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you guys, you were so mad when Worf.
You
were so mad when Worf got announced today. He's like another one, and then when Ivana got announced too, it was kind of like, what the hell?
Yeah, like because I have a Shin Hati Black Series already for that. Like the Dorn hurts because I have like an original '90s Worf in the package that wouldn't.
Yeah. And Ray Park canceled today, which was not a shocker to anyone.
Yeah, Ray's going through some stuff.
Yeah, well, please, hopefully people will show up. Yep. What up, kids? Shin Hati, Dave. Tell her to read between the lines. It's not gender specific, Dave. Equal opportunity hazing here.
Yeah, I know. I have a thing.
Oh, that's not fair. I'm calling sexism. It's sexist because you only give that to me and you won't give it back to anybody else.
Oh well.
But no, I guess the cast of Avatar: Last Airbender. cast
Oh, they're out.
Ray's there too, so it's okay because I took what I got for Ray and I put it into a Shinhari photo op.
Oh yeah. Well, see, I haven't had a thing for Ray from the last time I missed him. I missed him somewhere. Said he was gone.
Let's go to block user. Thank you very much. And delete comment. What the H was that? But
It was a long post too.
once again, Peter Young, Friday from the Future.
Nice.
Yes. Hello there.
Speaking of the future, I put my Mattel stickers on my my hoverboard today.
Oh, very nice. Yeah. You gotta
Yeah,
have
that
it
was-
all ready.
They had a Back to the Future reunion at LA Comic Con this past weekend. So, but
Very
I
cool.
didn't see any of them. I barely saw what I did see. So I had a weird day on Saturday where I was kind of cosplaying a Sith Show Bob and had the meetup, had a couple other things I was trying to check out, and then I literally had to leave right after the meetup to go to another event that I had overextended myself to. I may have tried to get a refund had there been a refund policy for the event, but it turned out to be fun. It was Kate McKinnon talking about her new mid-grade book. I forget what it's called. It's got a really long title. It sounds fun. If I was a 12-year-old kid, I'd be all about it. But it was fun to hear her talk and see her interact with Aquafina, who was the MC. Aquafina basically just sat back and let Kate do Kate, so that was fun.
Everybody,
There we go.
There you go. Yeah.
What about
is that in the gray sports almanac?
Nah.
But this
Hmm.
person right here, who Dave and I got to meet, her and her lovely family, Adrian.
Yes.
Her son kicked some serious ass singing some Frank Sinatra at Boot to Eve. Like he
Nice.
tore the house down.
He really did.
Which he was great. Some great singers. I couldn't believe that even Amanda got up and sang, which she never gets up and sing anytime we go to karaoke. So this was kind of
Oh, and she was busting out some choreography to the Bye 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 too. It was.
Oh, she totally did. She got up and totally did the bye bye bye. But her and Gabby from Holocron got up and sang some "Ain't No Mountain High Enough," which was pretty cool. But no, it was I just got a text saying, "Hey now" from Amanda from the other room. Oops.
Dropping names.
Yeah, no, it was a great time. It was great to have her there to meet everybody and all that. But so there's a whole slew of stuff going on right now. Obviously, right now we're in the middle of the spooky season, where like the Nerf Handler Council last night decided to do some Nightmare on Elm Street.
On Elm Street, yeah.
Yeah, I was to say before Christmas. I just,
Not quite the same.
Lauren. So, and she did sign a Sally photo. So that was kind of. But we're gonna be doing the Ahsoka episodes from Perelia for the next couple of weeks, and then we're gonna start our movies we are thankful for, including our Life Day celebration with the Skywalkers, going in right before we start off on Skeleton Crew, first week of December. So if you got any ideas, movies we're thankful for, please. Dave, how would one contact us if they were interested?
The only correct answer is Under the Rainbow.
That's not how they contact us.
That's one way they can contact.
That's right. Of course, you can reach us at virtualcantinanetwork@gmail.com. You can comment on this little video right here. Or there's always the sending up smoke signals. always that.
You
Yes.
can always follow on YouTube, on Insta, on X, on Threads, on Smoke
But if you
Signals.
really contact us on X, that'd be a very interesting conversation. Because the connotations behind that. Because X is going to give it to you. Yes, Dave. I'm still catching up on our time differences. I know it's 1 hour, but still, I'm still kind of confused. I know 1 hour. But there's so many good things going on. Agatha is absolutely fantastic. I don't know if you guys are watching it, but I'm loving Agatha.
Yeah, it was an
I
interesting.
am not watching that yet. I there's other things that I'm doing. But
I watched that last night, and after I got back from the screening, and watched Only Murders in the Building today. That's interesting as well. If you watch that at all,
I love that show. Honestly, I think that show is probably one of the best things that's available to be watched right now.
And they're having a lot of fun with it, which makes it even cooler.
Yes, which is great. And the cameos and the guest stars for the last couple of seasons have absolutely on
it's
point.
like it's full of guest stars. This current episode had just about everybody who's been on the show this season in the episode. So
I've got to watch. I haven't watched the new episode yet. That's something Amanda and I watch. But yeah, like we mentioned, there's a whole slew of shows going on right now. Things we're getting excited for the end of the year. Obviously, let's talk those badges for Japan. Okay, Dave, as an artist.
I mean, I was extraordinarily impressed, and extraordinarily impressed is the amount of thought gone into making them like such a traditional Japanese style, but but modern at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Has anybody been successful in translating the kanji?
I was going to ask you that.
One is which?
I haven't tried. So you're talking about the kanji being.
I was sitting there. It's very stylized, so Google Lens wouldn't read it for me.
So Ray is saying that his money is that Luke is the VIP.
Well, and I think somebody else in the cantina the other night was saying that Mando and Grogu is probably the kid's badge.
That's what I said. Yeah. That was my thought.
That's ageist, man. That's ageist. No.
I have a feeling Vader is going to be the 3-day, just because they have this weird habit of using Vader all the time for the multi-day badge. So I don't know.
And that Vader might show up on something that you might see on the page in the next day or two. So
not that Vader exactly, but
similar Vader.
Similarly, like. It's not like me walking through a booth at freaking ICC Con and seeing a God Save the Queen with Padme Amidala t-shirt on somebody's wall, and I'm like,
yeah.
I've seen that similar before, yeah. So
I was wearing the racer when I saw it too, which was like,
wow. Timing.
I'm like, that looks familiar. Like, what are you talking about? That's my design. I'm like, oh, really? And I turned around. They got really quiet.
When did they do that design is the question.
Yeah, exactly, Ray. Is I couldn't get the Google or whatever to do it. So
we need some people that actually can read it to translate it for us.
Yes.
I might have to get sent to our person who helped us with our stuff. But we saw the final version of the Japan Racer and the VCN patch, and they are very nice. I'm very happy with both, and people say to me, "What's your favorite racer?" I always say the next one because they just keep on getting better.
Yeah, the first one's really solid still, but
the first one's still an OG. It's like we stand out when we wear that one.
Completely. The first one is very, very bright.
I think in terms of people noticing and complimenting it or commenting on it, that one gets the most. For
I
me.
think because it's so very different from a lot of the droid builders and the 501st.
And having the bar characters so large and up front.
Right.
And them not being like your average, Star Wars characters. They're more deep cut characters, I think, except for, the Bith band on the back, Figure and Dan and the modal nodes. That is very iconic. So, but yeah, I got a couple compliments on my 25th anniversary episode 1 shirt today.
Very nice.
Which I thought was interesting.
I think Catherine was wearing that at con the other day. So, that's what shirt.
No, this is my shirt. She wasn't wearing this.
Okay, that was her.
But yeah, what did I had on? Oh, I had on a Walter White Breaking Bad shirt yesterday, and I got a lot of comments on that one too. Oh no, it was the day before. Yesterday I was wearing an Iron Maiden shirt because they had played the night before and I didn't get to go. So I was just like, hey, Iron Maiden, and I got a ton of comments on Iron Maiden shirt. So yeah.
It was nice to see not only like a whole bunch of our t-shirts and racers, but also people wearing our baseball jerseys around.
Yes, baseball jersey. I saw that.
Yeah, I like the jersey because it's thin.
Yeah. So it's very nice. I mean, I brought my hockey jerseys, and I did not end up wearing either one of them. But I brought them with me.
Didn't Kathy have hers?
Kathy had hers day one, which I want to give props to Kathy because she ran the floor for us at Bunta and took care of Lorna and John and did a bang job. So
cool.
She really did a really good job as I was running John's booth for the night. We had a nice good line for the two of them. We were busy, steadily busy for the 3 hours. So
absolutely.
That's fun.
And some really cool pieces, like some group pieces, cast pieces, whatever that they got on. A lot of Ghostbuster stuff, a lot of Star Wars pieces that had a ton of other signatures on them that were really nice to see.
We had 2 bases from the HasLab Razor Crest over on Johnston.
I was wondering what those bases were. I saw the bases, but I couldn't tell if they were Razor Crest or if they were like Enterprise.
Oh no, they were absolutely Razor Crest. Troy had some great conversations with John about 3D printing. Great panel. They had an incredible panel. Thank you to Amy Allen for surprising Lauren. It was the first time they saw each other since they closed out Sith, which was great. Wow. And as we said, we got the recreation. And I also love the fact that Chris Bartlett went up to Dave and had a nice conversation about the fact that he got spotted as Filoni at the airport.
Oh, Chris was on. That was on Chris's radar, huh?
I said to Chris when I got the screen cap of it, and you went up to Dave to start talking about it when he saw Dave at the at Bunta.
Yep. Like I said, that was a funny one. When I saw that in the feed the first time, it just about fooled me.
Until you saw your daughter.
Yeah, right. It's like, why is Dave Filoni standing? Hey, that's my daughter. Oh, that's not Dave Filoni.
No, but
either Filoni needs to grow out his hair, or I need to do something with mine. I don't know.
Well, Filoni tends to brush his back. So his hair isn't necessarily short. It's just usually kind of slicked back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like when I saw him at the Godzilla premiere, he wasn't wearing a hat, which was very out of, what you expect from him. And his hair was just sort of combed back. So
one of the things I did hear from the LA Comic-Con from the Ewan panel was that Ewan says he is having conversations about a season 2.
Right. That was one of the pieces that people were picking up on. What's interesting about Ewan and Hayden is that at LA Comic Con, there was an entire hall dedicated to autograph people autographing stuff. The autograph hall, as it were,
Right.
except down a bit and around the corner, if you followed the signs, I took some pictures, was just Hayden and Ewan in another giant hall. I never got in that hall to see how it was configured, but the fact that they felt the need to put them sort of by themselves away from the other autograph area, I thought was interesting because of the draw.
They did that with Billy D and Warwick.
Yes.
At CCon.
They each had their own like room, and that's one of the reasons I didn't love that because it was all the way in a separate place. I didn't even get to I didn't go by and just like kind of peep Billy D and see if he had any art or not out there.
But we walked into Warwick and we were basically at the front of the one.
That was great. I think we were the only people in the room with Warwick.
Cool.
But anywho, it's about that time right now, so we are going to be watching episode 6 of Ahsoka. So please cue up your Disney Plus machines. And
actually part 6, but whatever. Yeah.
Yes, that too. And Mr. DJ, hit that 10-second countdown.
Far, Far Away is the episode title. Let's go. Here we go. Don't skip that recap.
Never skip the recap.
I don't remember the last time I watched this, but I still love like that interview that Dave Filoni had on the Star Wars show stage from Anaheim with Christina Ariel. Hey, does everyone know what Ezra is? Yeah, he's far, far away. Let me know this episode is called Far, Far Away. And it came out a year later.
Yeah.
That's
subtle
sneaky
hints.
Filoni.
Yep. That phony Filoni.
Filoni has a first name. It's Dave.
Oh my god, now that's a T-shirt.
Pen. Thank you.
On that one.
Oh yeah.
I ordered a new Citizen shirt because TC Carson got announced for Rhode Island again today. You still need him on your helmet?
I do not have TC Carson on my helmet. Nope.
You know how many people from Clone Wars were at this show? There's a whole photo op.
I was just going to say, did Dave freeze with that glare into the camera? But no, it was just a glare at the camera.
The thing is, Sarah bought all of our new Clone Wars Revisited T-shirts for the photo op.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
She should buy enough to give everybody that she gets a photo op with a shirt.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious. As you go in, that's your photo op. You go in and you're handing out T-shirts for
here.
Everybody like, brings a lightsaber or whatever for them to hold or what. No, here. You need to put that on this shirt. I need you to put on
this
shirt.
You get a Revisited T-shirt, and you get a Revisited
that would be an interesting thing to see.
I saw a photo op actually from Brian and Ashley from Always Believe. They did the Hayden Ewan photo op in full cosplay.
And Ashley as Obi-Wan doing her gender bent Obi-Wan. That's pretty good.
And I got a Star Wars Redemption, and all I got was this stupid T-shirt.
Yeah. Calm down.
Yang here's his voice just reminds me of something else other than Matt Smithy. It's and I can't place what it is.
It's Doctor Who.
Well, I know that, but it's even different than that. It sounds like another like robot-y kind of character or something.
I tried once again to get Chris to sing Mr. Roboto at karaoke. We just wouldn't do it.
I think I was getting. Oh, it's a little different. I think I was getting sort of Hu Yang vibes from what's the droid called in Rebuild the Galaxy? The little gonk droid that ends up talking.
Oh,
He
yeah.
has that British accent, but it's not quite the same. This is much more subtle, subdued.
The Hu Yang patch went over huge in patch trading over at
Cool.
Oh, excellent.
There it
Yeah,
is.
I was giving away
There's the
Roger
line.
Rabbit because I wasn't around for any of the real swag trade meetups, but they were flying off the table at our booth.
And people love the sloth.
Yes.
Was that a patch? That was a patch.
As a patch. I have a
Yeah.
whole bunch of. I'll make sure in my care package for you it has a couple of them.
I'm not the biggest fan of the printed patches, but sometimes it works really well.
It worked really well. The two that I really have loved the best of those, the Bunta Anaheim one with the Grogu patch,
Mm-hmm.
the printed patch. I don't think that would have been as good embroidered, and the sloth because I know the sloth would not have
Yeah,
transferred.
you would have had to really kind of stylize the look to make it
Mhm.
work well as a embroidered patch. I think that's one thing where if you go big, it lends itself a little bit, but then you go pricey.
Yes.
You find their situation confining. Oh yeah, I'm only in a cell with binders on.
It's a lot more colorful than Grogu's cell.
Yeah.
Well, it also has the ICCC logo on it, doesn't it?
What with the sloth patch? Yes.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. So that
I think we're talking about the cell. I was looking for the ICCC logo in the cell.
No, okay. What was cool is walking by Tim Zahn's booth at ICCC, and Truax's patch was like front and center, like right in front of him.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Nice.
Mark Thompson got announced for Rhode Island as well. I had a couple of chats with him at ICC. He was right next to Tim. You need him too? We could have gotten him. We had time.
Well, so
this hyperspace is so trippy.
The story around there is I hadn't planned to get a Mark Thompson thing at ICCC because he's supposed to be in Fayetteville, was supposed to be in Fayetteville, North Carolina at the last ever Fayetteville Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
But he canceled that one. So I was preparing to get him at that one.
Ah, gotcha.
The Jedi Archive spoke of this place until somebody erased it, probably.
Yeah. You know, Planet Druidia.
Library vandals. Yep. Funny you don't look Brewish.
Lauren had some great stories on the panel and the podcast she was on about Spaceballs and how she was underneath the counter
to manipulate the puppet.
So friends, would Spaceballs be a movie we're thankful for?
Oh, yeah, and it's got an extra connection or two.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Well, Dave, you did talk to her about that at the table, so
I want to see that. I'm just talking to all the other friends watching. Would you tune in to watch Spaceballs as a movie you're thankful for?
Hey, there's an actress that Dave's not going to meet at Rhode Island Comic Con.
Shut it.
Okay.
She'll be somewhere that Dave.
Yes, thank you, Adrian. Sherry, I know it. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah. So I've been picking out my quotes for everything today. For a lot of stuff. My American Pie ones, if I can get half of them like okayed, I'm gonna be very happy with my autograph.
Yeah, there's a lot of those things that they probably said when they were younger that they're not gonna do anymore.
Right.
Well, they don't have to say it; they just need to write it down.
Well,
yeah, exactly.
They can hide it while they write it. Nobody has to see it.
Well, there was like a quote from Clerks 3 that Anthony Michael Hall would not say, but he said it in the movie because he's like, I can't write that down. I'm married. I'm like, all right, fine. You just write, can I borrow your underpants for 10 minutes? I'm like, that's not even the right movie.
Yes, there would be.
It's interesting how this ship has the gold trim type stuff on it before we even see Thrawn's ship with the gold on it.
Yeah, I don't know where this like shuttle-y thing came from. I guess because this shuttle had to have come out of her little ring thing.
Right.
Yeah. Her Stargate.
Here it is. Here's the spooky witches.
And there's
that triangle thing that we're in.
A Dorito. And there's our good friend Gerald Prescott, who we met at Birthday Eve in Los Angeles.
Scum and villainy. She's right up there.
How do you decide if you get 1 point on your hat or 2 points on your hat?
And if it sticks up or pushes back, or
right, I don't know.
I get gnome vibes from that.
It reminds me of camels.
Of what?
Camels. They either have one hump or two humps.
Oh, okay. Dromedary?
Yeah. They have water in it.
It's their.
I'll do you one better.
Camel pack.
What is Thrawn? Why is Thrawn?
Reeks of Jedi. Say what?
Hi. She's just like, hi. Do I smell? Is there?
I got binders on me. I can't tell. It's been a long trip.
Zippy zap. Ooh, tighten that.
Yeah, it's like someone pulled a string and tightened it up.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, we got like little whizzy deals.
It will wait in solitude like it's a pet.
Balin's like thinking about his deal he made with her.
Okay, you know what you could do there, Spencer. I'm over here on eBay in the other window. Is they make a Black Series 6-inch scale speeder. The shin in the speeder.
That's what you do.
What you need is a 3 3/4 inch size speeder and a Black Series shin.
Oh, well, yeah, you could do that
to make it truer to the mini speeder idea.
That's a good. Ooh. Damn it! Now I'm pissed. I started off because I've got an extra 3 3/4 speeder. Damn it!
Maybe you can bring it when you come to the. Ooh.
Oh no! Can we disconnect Spencer? Can we remove Spencer from the?
That makes more so.
You see, I'm so praying that certain things get postponed, so Dave does make a surprise appearance.
Dave needs to have the job that will send him to con just last minute, like Mark has.
Yes. See.
We need Dave there to run.
Well, I mean, okay, I've gotten the perk at least the once, is the fact that San Diego allows educators to be con professionals. That was amazing. I appreciate that.
I wasn't able to get my application in the window, so I'm gonna have to work out another way to go to Comic-Con this year or next year. Hopefully I can get some connections that I have to hook me up. We'll see.
It's such the Balin Skull performance is just so amazing. I swear I hope they held some footage back or something to give this a good end.
Yeah, that's such a great character.
So I'm seeing a 1978 Kenner for 1850 with free shipping.
A loose land speeder?
Yep.
For $19?
Yep.
Not like $1,850?
No, there's surprisingly, that's the toy that I think everybody had.
Yeah, the one I still have from when I was a kid is partially broken. So I played with it so much. So that may be something I need to look at replacing of my original toys.
Yeah, like I said, for some reason I had two. Is I keep the main one here on my shelf with my extra Leia in it because I have more than one. It used to. I never actually had a farm boy Luke that drove it. Like X-Wing Luke drove this all the time because I didn't have an X-Wing.
Oh, nice.
But
so you're saying there needs to be a Black Series in a 1978?
That would be fun. You could just make this into Speedy.
Yep. Do they make a Black Series size cigarette that you could smoke?
I'm sure that could be done. Oh,
yeah, it definitely could be done.
You know what we need? You know what we need if we do that? A 3 3/4 size this.
Stick it on there.
Right there.
I see.
This is such a great reveal of this ship. And there's the gold trim. So was there a memo sent out across the galaxy that said, make your shuttle golden?
Well, yeah, the witches called them across the galaxy. They told her to make it gold.
Across the stars, man.
Mm-hmm. This is so weird. I would have never been quite sure of whether that tower that they're on goes up into the docking area of the ship, or if the ship drops down over
the ship drops down. I think it's the ship dropping down.
Yeah, in that shot where they showed the side view, it looked more like the ship was lowering.
I don't know. Let's put that in the chat. Is the ship half full or half empty?
There's full of dead people.
Who's assaulting who on this ship?
I see dead people.
Yeah, a slew of them. I see poofy pants.
It was gold.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops. Oh, there's a police chase going. Oh, that was...
Dang. Now, friends in the, way kind of southern U.S. is I'm not, going to encourage you to, leave and not watch us. But the northern lights are going off outside.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Liberty said she saw it in Delaware. And there's nothing going on.
Their views, my daughter is seeing the mountains of North Carolina. Skip, however, is not yet, so I don't know. So it's a hit and miss kind of thing.
Skip has the high ground.
He does. but not the Northern Lights.
You'd think you'd be able to see them as well, since there's a lot of power out around it. That the light pollution
Right,
would
the
be
light
lower.
pollution is not as much.
It's such a weird design with.
Oh,
What's his
and
face?
speaking of which, there's one in the chat right there.
Yep.
In one of our other chats, there's from Terry
Yeah,
Mason.
that's in northern Florida by Jacksonville.
Well, that's probably the light pollution issue we're just talking about.
That
Is
would make sense.
I'm
'Cause that's
betting there.
That's quite a bit south of where you guys are.
It is, but their colors there are not nearly as dramatic. There's reds and greens and all sorts of stuff where my daughter is.
That's cool.
Shinhatis. You have to say it fancy.
Shin's a hottie.
Yes, have some.
I tell you, the more times I watch this, the more this live action performance of Thrawn grows on me. Like at the beginning, I was like, it's Elon Musk the Smurf, but it's
that Thrawn that we saw in Nashville was fantastic.
Yes,
was there a cosplayer?
Yes.
Oh my god! Day one, he wore the Imperial helmet like he did in the Thrawn books, and then the next 2 days, he had the lizard draped on his shoulder. And one day he had a death trooper, as well as one of the Night Sisters walking around with him as a group. And
was this the same Thrawn that was going around with the lady that had the High Republic
yes
saber? Yes.
But that Thrawn was fan. It was probably one of the better Thrawns I've seen, like better than ones I've seen like itself.
She's going to be hostile. She's going to be snippy. Have you seen Rebels? Apparently, Thrawn hasn't watched Rebels.
Maybe he needs to watch the historical documents.
Yes. Mixing your metaphor. Is that a movie we're thankful for?
I would say so. That was a damn good movie.
That's more of the Star Trek sequel that you never got.
But it's still a damn good movie.
The Star Trekiest non-Star Trek sequel on the planet.
Yeah.
I always got Ronald Reagan vibes from this version of Thrawn. He's got totally like Reagan hair,
back, like Grecian formula hair. That's very like 1983 Ronnie.
Yeah, very black, obviously being dyed to
Tell
hide
me,
his age.
Bean, no more Jedis.
Oh, this Thrawn at ICCC walks through the lobby, and Michelle's just looking at him and is like, "What is that dude? Why is that dude got all the bloodshot eyes?" And then I had to become the guy with the blackboard. Because there was the explain. Yep, exactly, Adrian. That was what we're just like. He like rolls through the bar, and my wife was just like, "Man, that guy's eyes are bloodshot." Wait, no.
And he didn't even win Best Cosplay. I'm like, I thought he was incredible.
Oh, who won the Best Cosplay? I didn't stick around for that. I didn't see that.
People who I don't think really deserved it.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not necessarily.
I thought his is the best cosplay of the weekend. Either there or Night System.
I am waiting to. I want to get. I need season 2 to explain to me why there are zombie stormtroopers.
Yeah, it's
because why not? We haven't had this zombie stormtrooper. It's like we didn't have time travel into the world between worlds.
Yeah, that's messy. It's like, is it time travel? Is it because it's like the kind of thing that I think that Avengers explains it really well, is that time travel is impossible, but entering the quantum realm at one time and place and exiting the quantum realm at another is the way to get around that.
Unless you do warp speed around the sun.
Yes, but only in a Klingon bird of prey.
Correct.
Quit hawking the Trek.
No. Just no.
I'm like, what are these references? Oh, I get it.
I mean, it's all the things there. You know, Dad Bod Thrawn goes with Dad Bod Boba Fett. Though, you know, Tamora rocked that back into shape by the time they were done with that one.
Oh, yeah. He was only Dad Bod Boba Fett for the Mandalorian episode.
Yeah.
And then by the time Book of Boba Fett came along, he was much more.
You're giving Dave cosplay ideas to me.
Oh yeah, I was looking at because I got my Boba Fett helmet signed. So there's a Boba Fett helmet on Amazon Prime Day.
Right.
Again, and I was like, ooh, I need another one so I can do that. But it wasn't the Earl Shy version. It was the just
those are decent Boba Fett in Nashville. He had actually even the pacemaker thingy glowing.
Oh, run away. Oh.
So which one of these gentlemen here is Warren?
Well, one of them is definitely Warren, and one of them is definitely God, what's the guy's name? Marek.
Paul.
Paul. Yeah, Paul's one of them as well. Oh, Paul's the one with the one that just hits a beam.
Oh, with the weird horn.
Oh, funk.
Ooh.
Just after Din Djarin, it became the Mandalorian way to just get shot to shit in the Beskar.
Right.
Yeah, it's like take a bunch of shots as opposed to trying to avoid them.
Like, I can't go to paintball and not get hit in that one place where something is loose and, like my skin's up here right there. Yet Din Djarin gets hit in the Beskar, and he's fine
every time.
I'm wearing a helmet, and between my neck piece and there, I'm always the one who's getting shot right there. So,
well, again, there's debate in the technology of that, because remember how there were the electronics under the Durasteel version of the armor.
Right.
So it does some sort of protective.
Is there a force shield that takes care of the space between the Beskar plates?
Enoch. Such a weird choice for Enoch with that face and his mask.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal. We need to know what the deal. And he's wearing like a WWE belt too.
Yeah. Well, the one thing Amanda said when we first watched this was that, wow, they're really subliminally telling people what they need to wear in Japan.
Yeah, very Japanese-esque. But his helmet gives me Battlestar Galactica vibes. Original Battlestar.
There's a Battlestar Con coming up where Katie's actually going to be there, and they actually said on the website she cannot sign Star Wars at this con.
I wonder if she can sign Longmire at the con.
That's weird. What about Bitch Pudding from Robot Chicken?
It literally says that on the website. Katie will not be signing Star Wars at this show.
I would bring a picture of Bitch Pudding. I was going to say Butch Pudding. Butch Pudding?
Or
Bitch Pudding. Anyways.
Or a picture of her in the tub with Howard in in Big Bang Theory.
That's Battlestar adjacent.
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
That should count.
I love how this wolf thing is so like
Wolfie.
trying to make up with Sabine.
Who? Wanda. Wanda, it was great to spend time with you this past weekend.
Yep.
And witches are spooky. Don't bail Organa on me. Now she loves him.
Telling that this looks very much like a Klingon dog.
Because his face is so weird. What you smelling? Like,
All right, who brought the dog?
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Your little pooch. Maybe I have a milk bone.
Some idiot brought a cougar to a party.
This area seems oddly desolate for what we see with these characters a little bit later. Because, you know, am I missing something? Yeah, you're missing the
What the heck happened to that?
the turtle RVs is what you're missing.
Oh yeah.
Winnebagos.
They're more like air streams or whatever. The fact that there's all these hidden characters. You're embarrassing yourself. Yeah, he's a dog. He doesn't give a crap. The little naughty yelps, little naughty panning, little naughty grunting.
Like I said, it reminds me of the rock troll from Frozen.
Grandpappy. I have a Grandpappy cosplay.
You do?
I do.
That's cool.
Was something that you wore to work?
Yep.
That makes
We
sense.
did a whole.
That tracks.
Is that going to be your name when your daughters have kids? Grandpappy Dave?
Mm-mm.
No.
No. Tota. The way that these characters are dressed, just he's got like this weird vest on and like his sleeves are rolled up. It's just
Well, yeah, they're like rock troll hobbits or something.
It's so weird with that rock shell thing. How do they get those? Is that fiberglass or do they hollow out a rock?
Yeah, 3D printed, didn't you know?
They have a big 3D printer. I would build it out of
more rocks. Hello there.
More rock.
It's like,
what if Ninja Turtles were snail hermit crabs? Well, then we would have these guys.
Rock beats snail.
Yeah, I think so.
speaking Nothinese.
Is not speaks Nottinese.
Knockanese.
So where are their Winnebagos though? There should be one like we gets revealed at this point, even though we didn't see it in the wide shot earlier.
The hell was like,
at least one of them, one of the airstreams. It's like we don't call them that, so no. Just lead me to the Rebel logo. Rebel logo. Lead me to that.
Oh, Ezra Bridger.
You mean Jabba the Hutt?
The Emperor's nephew.
Yep.
I saw a picture at a con the other day. He signed Lando Calrissian.
Mhm.
He's definitely
Again,
cashing in. He's definitely cashing in where Taylor did not. I'll tell you that much.
he's well. Taylor will sign Jabba the Hutt all the time.
Yeah, I think.
Right. The thing is, Iman is not like
Yeah,
that.
he's leaning into it hard.
Yeah.
To the point where he's got 8x10 on his table of Jabba. Literally on his table now.
Oh, that's good stuff. I mean, I hope that he earns that at some point. That we get to see that. See, not the only one right there. See,
Yep. Juan's picking up your vibe. Boken Jedi.
I'm still hoping for Liev Schreiber. I know it's not going to be, but it's never who I want it to be. But
I'm hoping that they do a deep dive in something like Boken Jedi Tales or something.
yeah.
well, that would be a thing. There's all sorts of different. Like they could remake Seven Samurai with Jedi.
Yeah, and use that art style that the badges are. That would be cool. But something animated with Balin's skull would be a nice way to sort of cap it and not have to worry about trying to recreate live action. Although, like you said, I hope there's some footage that they can use to do something as sort of a proper
to at least
ending.
like give him a meaningful on-screen death.
Right.
Like he dies on the way to Mortis.
Like he
Avalon.
falls off that finger all of a sudden, and that's what written and directed.
And then
by
the Wilhelm scream, and then you're
So spoiler alert! Spoiler alert about the finger.
And then these
49
guys not explained at all.
Yeah, they're just sort of around.
I love her Padawan braid.
It's definitely out of
Knights. They're Knights of Knee.
Mhm. These guys could be like Seven Samurai because they're very samurai-esque.
That one has like the Balrog or the
Oh, the horn style.
yeah or the crown from Ragnarok.
Mm. There's the Airstreams.
Right. They got all their like, oh, like I got my baby snail crab hammock. Because that's where baby snail crabs live, is in hammocks.
Yes.
Until they get their own shell or something. I don't know. Yeah, I hate those fake ads and articles and stuff that pop up with characters in saying that stuff's coming soon when it's not really. Because if Tales of the Jedi with Balin's skull was coming soon, it would be a big deal. It wouldn't just be some rando site talking about it.
What gets me is those who actually should know better are the ones who are sharing it.
Mm. Yeah, that's kind of a disappointing. But, whatever. Maybe it's wishful thinking.
Some of it is because I've allowed myself to be fooled by some of those.
Yeah, it's like you're really hoping for it, and it's like you buy into it for a minute, and then it's like, oh, on second thought.
Crap.
But like, I've seen a lot of trailers for like, oh, the second season of Ahsoka, or this is the new Andor teaser, and it's like, no, that's something you put together with existing footage and maybe an AI voice or something.
I'm hoping for that one because
There
we
should be a
definitely need
lot of stuff
something.
like that. I would hope there's a lot of previews of anything that's coming up. It'll be extra cool
be
because
fun.
Juan will be there.
Yes. Juan, who said, "Wow, this is the best boot I've been to." I'm thinking to myself, dude, you've been to like London, you've been to 3 in California.
Mm. It's
Well, it
always
was
the
a good
next one
movie.
that's the best one.
Mm-hmm.
With swag. Gotta have your swag.
Swag, yeah.
So why doesn't Ezra wear a weird rock shell thing just to fit in with the rest of them?
Well, he's wearing his Master Splinter robes, so that's pretty close to fitting in, right?
And then he has that dog tag chainmail.
Yeah. That'd be great. He's like, I'm just trying to blend in.
I love those boot covers he's got. I never noticed that before.
Yes. He looks more like Jesus than Obi-Wan does.
Mm, yeah. Well, he's
Yes, he would
truer
be
to what Jesus should look like. Although it's classic when you see those memes that say the photo of Obi-Wan was put up somewhere and mom or grandma is like all about that picture of Jesus, but it's Obi-Wan. I think
we need more, well, I'll be looking forward to when Clone Wars Revisited does some of the Night Sister Witchy episodes. Like they will get some deep into some of the
there's
stuff.
some freaky deaky stuff going on in some of those Night Sister episodes too. Big time like zombie vibes and things.
I can't wait to go home. Yeah, about that.
Hmm.
When the Chimera is like resting on top of that pedestal, it's kind of like a Black Series stand.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very much like that. Those types of pedestal stand things that they have for a lot of the ships.
The Jedi advised the travelers. Well, this is no welcome news. Like, no kidding.
It's weird to me though, the timing. It's like, how long have they been here dicking around? And then like, did they take like the slow lane there as opposed to like the ring jumped in the carpool lane or something and hit the fast track on the way here?
Reminds me of
I
that
thought
one
they were
line.
basically right behind him.
Reminds me of that one line from that should have been in Endgame when Doctor Strange first meets Tony Stark. Someone should have said, "No shit, Sherlock."
Sherlock's.
Yep.
Yeah, some kind of Sherlock acknowledgement would have been fun.
The music for this is almost as good as the music for Mando.
Yeah, I have to say that
same guy who did Rebels.
There we go. That's a long blackout there. Anyways, that's a fun episode.
It really was.
We got so much out of this episode. We got Ezra, we got Thrawn back.
We got freaky
It
little
felt like
snail turtle.
it felt like 2 seasons. It felt like 2 seasons in one
Yeah.
because you had the story of the current galaxy and then a new galaxy.
Mhm.
But very excited about what's coming up. Obviously, we're in the middle of the season, the witch spooky season right now. So we will over the next 2 weeks be watching the other 2 episodes of the latter half of the Ahsoka series. But Dave, what is coming up on the network that people should be watching out for?
So coming up on the network this Sunday is going to be a new episode of the Unifying Force. We're going to be talking about one of our what if episodes. People really love it. I seem to love it when we do a what if. But we're not going to do like a Star Wars universe what if. We're going to do a real world what if. I think our first real world what if. We're discussing what would have happened both for the company and for Star Wars and for movie making in general if the Disney Renaissance hadn't happened. So that's crazy to wrap your brain around if you think about it.
Start out with no Mando, no Book of Boba Fett, no Andor, no Ahsoka, no.
Well, and in the larger things,
sequels.
You don't necessarily get Toy Story. Does Pixar even go down there? And that's a lot of
or the Marvel stuff, right?
Or the Marvel stuff. Or think about the state that the Disney parks. There's so much IP from the Disney Renaissance in the parks now.
And they rely heavy on
that it's just it would hugely affect it. So we're going to be diving into that. What if the Timothy thought that would be a thing? But then again, we've got our second episode of Clone Wars Revisited. Okay, do either of you, every single time you get ready to say Clone Wars Revisited, have to think about it twice in your brain and not say Rebels?
I have to write because that chat, I always start typing Rebels, and that's how I know that chat, and it doesn't show like, oh yeah,
because we changed the name of it. Today, my episode 1 25th anniversary shirt got some attention from somebody, and the Star Wars conversation that ensued led to Clone Wars.
Nice.
And then I'm like, oh yeah, they have a great show that just started this Monday called Clone Wars Revisited.
Yeah,
and it's a major faux pas.
And then, of course, on Tuesday, everybody join us live for the Zoom. The Zoom is so much fun, especially when 20 new people pop in and,
cause havoc, and then we have to pick them all out.
Was it worse than the meat swing?
It was pretty much
similar.
It was very similar to that.
I think that's the similar modus operandi when it comes to those individuals.
Russian bots. Got it.
So, I don't know. But I know that some people that were in there were taken aback, but got to experience the fun, like Adrian and Jacob. Got to see the nonsense that we only experienced a few times. Hopefully, this.
Are you really on Zoom unless you've been Zoom bombed?
Yeah.
Are you really on Zoom?
That's why I had to bring up an incident that occurred at the campus that I work at, where a teacher put in an IT help ticket because basically he got Zoom bombed, and he was wondering what could be done about it. And it's like, you're the one controlling the Zoom. You would have to be the one that locks it down. Yeah, Skip was in there for a minute.
I'm glad Skip's doing well. And once again, Adrian, it was wonderful to meet you and your family in person.
Yes.
Very warm hugs.
It's always cool to get out to the places and have other people that you can talk to that or know sort of.
So many people at our table say, okay, what's the plan with Natso? Are you sure it's not a Bunta coming up to me at the table? Yeah.
Like, are you going to send me over there a week early on your dime to set it up?
But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We will be back with another watch along next week. We're watching part 7 of Ahsoka as part of our spooky season. So, Dave, you want to close out with anything?
Just so much fun, and looking forward to so much more fun coming up with when we can hopefully all get together in Japan. It's getting real now. We're past ICCC, which is my last con get together, I think, with the fam before Celebration. And yeah, I know.
Plans.
Looking forward to it and getting down the line, and we'll be happy to live vicariously and see everybody else getting together between now and then. But yes, please like, subscribe, ring the bell, hit everything so you can get notifications whenever we go live with shenanigans and things. And we do that periodically on not our regular schedule. If there's major breaking Star Wars news for Celebration or beyond, you never know in the middle of the day when we might just like pop on with a news desk or something.
Which I did in Nashville twice.
See that?
I got
right
a
there.
couple of those.
The thing. And I might have gone live with a certain person singing karaoke on X.
You put my wife on camera? Dave? Oh. Some people go this way. Some people go that.
It might have been you.
Yeah, when I sang Saga Begins?
Maybe.
Okay. But anyway, thank you very much. Jeff, you want to close out with anything?
No, just enjoy these episodes. Of course, I chose a picture of the Night Sisters for the background or the overlay that wasn't from this episode. Will be from the next one. But, they're doing their Night Sister thing.
Great shot of Cheryl in that photo.
That's kind of why I chose it.
Yeah.
Friend of the network, so figured that would be appropriate. And anyways, look forward to the next episode and whatever else comes up between now and then. Oh, I have a Son of Monsterpalooza con this weekend, so we'll see what I can bring to that. Talk about that next week. Maybe.
I'm thinking about going. They're doing a showing a Monster Squad in Salem with some of the cast members.
Oh wow!
I think I might have to go do that.
Is she a version?
Don't be chicken shit.
Wolfman's got nards.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, so I love the fact that freaking Jason Hervey is the main dad kid. But, all right, guys, the gals, thank you very much for joining us tonight. We will see you next week. So from Spencer, Dave, and Jeff, we are saying, may the force be with you.
Always.